Well, good afternoon, guys. It is Saturday, July 25th, and today we're back on the road. Right now, I'm sitting off the side of the freeway here. I'm sitting here off of the highway in the one patch of shade that I found off of 200 in the last 8 miles that I've been biking. This traffic never stops. From the campsite I was at last night, I still have about 40 miles down. I still have about 40 miles down 200 to get to Lincoln and subsequently my next pass and my last pass in the Rocky Mountains. But I absolutely know I'm not going to make that all today. Ultimately, here in Montana, towns are few and far between. They're just more like little communities with little convenience stores kind of spread out. There's not really any towns to shoot for aside from Lincoln, so my goal ultimately is to just get there as soon as possible. I'm going to keep making the push down 200 and get as far as I can each day until I get to Lincoln, and then from there we will plan the next step. So come with me today on our ride, guys, and let's see what we find on our adventure. I'll see you out there. Well, before even taking off from the shade, my day has been made. Hello. Hi. I love horses so much. Probably my favorite farm animal ever. And this ain't the only one. Look at this. Look, ready? Look at it's a whole bunch of them. I found a horse ranch. And these guys are my friends now. Did you guys know I was a horse whisperer? Well, I am. And I love them. Oh, you coming to say hi? Hello. I knew hold on. Here, I'll give you some. Yeah, go. Nami. Hi. As you can tell, you want me to turn into the biggest kid ever? Just bring me around some horses. I love them. Guys, I had to stop. I found more horses. I had to stop. Hello. You can smell. Aren't you beautiful? Guys, I cannot reiterate enough how much I love horses. They are the greatest animals on earth. I just absolutely love them. I had to stop to see these guys. Amazing. Well, we've reached mile marker 53, which means I have done well over 20 miles today. And all of these day access and campground and everything are miles off of this road, so I'm just going to be pushing as far as I can tonight. I got crazy hair right now because it has been a wild day, and let's just keep going and see how far we get. Well, I was thinking about camping here because we got quite the view here from this little overlook. But right up ahead here is the 55-mile marker, and the rest stop that I was at the start of today is at about the 32-mile marker, which means I have done 23 miles thus far. And I got a long downhill grade S-curve here, so I think I want to do that and just get as far as I can. This spot is beautiful, but I think we should move on and get as close to Lincoln as we can, because when I looked earlier I had 15 miles left to Lincoln, and If possible, I'd like to wake up tomorrow and head to Lincoln and get to Lincoln tomorrow so I can get into Eastern Montana ASAP. Before I forget, while I'm standing here at the same spot, I don't have cell service, so I'm not able to call him today. So I end the video. I want to shout out and I want to say happy birthday to my favorite nephew. I love you, Monkey Man, and I hope you had a fantastic day today. Right up ahead is the 59-mile marker, right there above my finger, which means we have done 27 miles in just a couple hundred yards right there today. And I'm going to push to get to mile marker 62 for a total of 30 miles today. Do you think we can do it? I think I can. "30 miles, baby, woo!" I'm thinking about camping in this spot right here by the mile marker sign, right off the highway. But I'm not sure because the mountains and forest are, right there. And there's no fences over there and nothing. Someone could just walk out of the woods right here to where I'm at. I mean, this guy should let him know that I'm there, but I have decided that I am going to sleep here across the road at the mile marker 62. Shadow's right there, tethered to the cart, so anything that comes from the woods will be alerted to him barking at him. And I got a big open field over there. But I'm going to sleep here in the cart, just sitting, just so I'm easy to alert. And if anything does try to sneak up on us, well, I got some bear spray and I got if that makes any sense. Wish me luck, and I will see you guys in the morning. Well, we made it through the night, and no one seemed to bother us. At one point, at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I did hear something, and I looked out, and there was a deer roaming through the field out here. But got a nice little sunrise warming up. Gonna have some cold chicken teriyaki for breakfast before we get on the road. There is a nice film of mist here because it is cold up here. I was not expecting it to be this cold, but I could see my breath this morning. I wonder if you can see it on camera. Yeah, see? It was a successful night. Shadow and I ended up sleeping on the ground because at one point while I was trying to sleep there, the whole bike fell over and I was getting frustrated trying to go to sleep and dealing with that. So I said, fuck it, laid out the ground tarp. And here I am. Well, that concludes yesterday's adventure. Now it's time for today's and hitting the 8 miles to Lincoln. We can do it. We can finish this and then hopefully we can get a ride over the pass this afternoon and be in Eastern Montana by tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, tomorrow officially marks 2 weeks of being on this journey, being on the road. And if you guys have enjoyed watching along and hanging out with me, this is the part of the video where I come in and I ask for your help. I have pretty much exhausted my funding, paying for campsites or food or what have you for him and I over the last 2 weeks, and I have had some help from some friends, and while I appreciate their help a lot, I don't expect them to fund this entire trip. That being said, I did create a Cash App account in case anybody watching this wanted to contribute and donate to the cause. Now, I'm not going to ask for any money without it eventually going somewhere. Yes, I need money to help me get through this trip, but when I get to the other side, when I get to Virginia, anything I have left in my Cash App and everything, when I get to the other side in Virginia, my plan is to donate every penny that I have left that I haven't withdrawn to pay for stuff on this trip to the World Wildlife Fund, because animal and wildlife conservation is very heavy to my heart. Caring for these guys, caring for this place out here, caring for all of it is very heavy to who I am, and so every penny that I don't spend on this trip that is left at the end of the journey will be donated to the World Wildlife Fund. That is a Squatch promise.